What's up guys, this is Jordan here from Tech on Earth. As we all know, Google updates its Android operating system almost every year in an alphabetical order. So this year, to no one's surprise, the latest iteration of Android would be called as Android O. Probably they would name it Oreo, we don't know. For that we'll have to wait for some time to find out. And it brings along with it many different changes. Android O has arrived as an early developer's preview and is available only for the Nexus as well as the Pixel devices. If you haven't got your hands yet on it and want to know all about the changes like what Android O will bring to us, this video has got you covered. I'll be repeating Android O versus Android N, that's Nougat, and let's find out what are the changes or what is the difference between Android O and Android N. So before further ado, let's get started. Google have been making changes to its Android notifications, the way notifications behave, since Android Marshmallow. And Android O is no different. Android O tries to improve itself on every good thing that Android N has brought to us. In Android O, you get notification channels, which are basically categories the app can classify its notifications into. Which means instead of changing the notification for the entire app, in Android O, we can change or the user can get a fine control of what kind of notification the user wants or what type of notification the user wants the app to display. As in the picture or as in the image, you can see on the left hand side is the screenshot from Android O, whereas on the right it's the Android N. On the left hand side you can see there are different categories for the app which are classified, like alerts, miscellaneous, messages, screenshots, etc. So the user have a fine control of what is required to them. Like if they want any particular notifications, they can keep it on, or else they can turn it off. Whereas on the right hand side of Android, the Nougat, there are no such categories, and the users have to live with all the notification the app is going to give it to them. Secondly, we can also snooze the notifications in Android O. The users have to just swipe the notification and snooze the notification by clicking on a small icon which appears out there. By default, it is set to around 15 minutes, at least in the developer's preview, and can extend up to around 1 hour. I would personally say that that Android provides us with a custom time where the users have the right to set its own time to snooze the notification. As in the image, you can see on the left hand side of the Android O screenshot, the small snooze icon have been appeared with which the users can snooze their notification, whereas on the right hand side on the Android N screenshot, the snooze icon cannot be seen. The second thing is the quick settings. Speaking about the quick settings, there is a slight change the way the quick setting panel behaves. In Android N, if you would click on icons like the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, it would directly take us to the expandable quick settings for that item. But Android O performs very differently. If we click on icons like the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, etc. on Android O, it will toggle it on and off. And if you click the text beneath the icon, it will take you to the expandable quick settings. The next is the built-in file manager. Android has a pretty well-rounded hidden file manager for quite some time now, and it could be easily accessed from the storage page in the settings area. But now it has got its own icon which is present in the app drawer. In Android Nougat, the download icon was present in the app drawer, but it is being replaced now by the files icon in the app drawer for Android O. But if you need any much more powerful file managers, then Android has got many of them in the Play Store. The next is the settings page. As we all know, there is always a change in the setting page. The new Android version is rolled out, and this time with Android O it's no different. But the change now is minor, you can say. The only major change in the settings page of Android O is that now the setting icons are categorized into a broader category, which that reduces the top list icons. So the next one is the custom lock screen shortcuts. What are custom lock screen shortcuts? Guys, we would be knowing that on the lock screen of a stock Android, we used to get a couple of shortcuts down below the screen. One was the camera, another was the recorder. So let's be honest, how many of us must have actually used the shortcuts? I don't think so much of us must have used because of the limited functionality. Whereas now Android O brings us customization to the shortcuts. We can actually customize the shortcuts to the way we want it. So we can add different app icons, whatever we want. Say for example, we watch a lot of YouTube videos, so we can add the YouTube shortcut out there. Or else say we compose a lot of emails. So if we need a compose email shortcut, we can add it over there. So with customization in Android O of these two lock screen shortcuts, it can make our work easier, and we have the freedom to put our own shortcuts out there. So the next is the customizable navigation bar. In Android O, users have the ability to customize the Android bar, which could be easily done using custom ROMs in the previous versions of Android like the Nougat. To do this, it will require to enable the system UI tuner, which is rather easy. The users get the ability to add buttons to the navigation bar like the left or the right and much more. Android O also gives you the ability to change the position of the navigation bar icons or the navigation bar buttons. You can either make it the lean extremely left or extremely right, or you can squeeze it in between, like at the center of the navigation bar. Alright, so the next is the ambient display. The ambient display has gone or undergone quite a few changes in Android O. Whereas in Android Nougat, the ambient display used to display detailed notification, thereby consuming a lot more battery. And whereas Android O opts for a much cleaner and a less battery intensive use of the ambient display. In an Android O, the notifications are displayed as small icons on the narrow bar. The icons are so small, so obviously it's gonna save the battery. In another change, the incoming notifications in Android O have the option to reply, to archive as per Gmail, etc. But it depends upon if the app supports. Depends upon the support the app has for such kind of notifications. Alright, so the next feature is the installing apps from unknown sources. As we all know, Android always allowed us to install apps from different sources, provided we could activate the unknown sources from the security settings. We could easily install apps which are transferred through Bluetooth, share it, or even downloaded app from different websites with ease. But in Android O, you'll have to grant permission for each and every source individually, which makes it for a little bit of a hectic work, but thereby protecting and for a better security of a phone. Android O with this feature, they won't allow app to install any more other apps without your consent. So this is, I feel like, a good feature when it comes to security point of view. So next thing is the battery optimization. As we all know, like when Android releases its the new version of Android, it always optimizes battery for a better use, like to squeeze more and more battery out of your phone. With batteries getting bigger and bigger, but yet we users need more and more battery life. And how we can gain this is by having a good hardware, coupled with a better optimized software. And Google is been working hard towards it. So in Android O brings quite a lot of battery optimizations to your phone. Like there was a doze feature which was introduced during Marshmallow. It's been improved a lot. There have been many restrictions which are being put, like for working in the background for the doze feature. So probably this would help in getting us a better battery life with Android O. Anyways, guys, and this is it for this video. I hope you liked it. Those were the differences between the Android O and the Android Nougat. I hope this video was very useful to you all. Anyways, so this is your host Jolin signing out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, turn it down. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe to my channel, because there are lots more stuff coming up on this channel. So until next time, you guys take care. Ciao.